What's up, everybody? Anthony Morrison here again with another edition of Driving with Anthony, Riding with Anthony. You'll find that it looks the same pretty much every day, other than today it's a little cooler, so I got a jacket on. But yeah, look, we started doing this series. I'm going to do about 7 days of it, and the idea is to take time where we usually waste time, sitting in the car, driving, listening to the radio, doing things that are not productive, and do something productive with that time. In other words, give you guys some tips, some pointers, a little bit of education on some of the things that I'm doing, some of the things that you could be doing right now to be successful. A lot of people have reached out to me, especially since the last video, and asked me more about email marketing. And a lot of the questions that I got from people were, hey, look, if I've never done this before, is email marketing something that I could potentially do? Like, is it too difficult for me? Is it something that would work for somebody who's brand new? I've got an e-commerce business. Do I still need to do this? All that kind of stuff. So I figured I'd address some of those questions today while driving. And the fact of the matter is, if you're brand new to the internet, then you want to have a firm foundation. I always talk about it, and it's ironic, I'm driving by houses similar to these houses. You'll probably see me drive by like these houses right here. All right, so here's the way that I look at email marketing and internet marketing in general. And this is a great lesson for you, so take notes. You want to have a firm foundation. So no matter what you're doing online, no matter what type of business you're in, I don't care if it's an Amazon business, an e-commerce business, an affiliate marketing business, whatever it is, build it on a firm foundation. If you build it on a firm foundation, then your house, like this, right, will still be there many, many years later, meaning it's not going to fall apart. But there are so many people that build their homes on crappy foundations. They cut corners, right? You get in and you start saying, oh gosh, it's going to cost me so much money to build this house, or you hire a cheaper builder or something, and you end up with a crappy foundation. And what do you end up with? You end up with a house that has cracks, it has holes, and ultimately costs a lot of money to fix up. Well, the same thing happens with the internet. If you start your business and you don't build a firm foundation up front, the very first time, literally, first thing you do, build a firm foundation. Then what's going to happen is you could go on for a year with your business, and all of a sudden something changes, something happens, and you start seeing cracks, you start seeing holes, you start seeing problems, and you can't recover for them. The internet, it's not as simple as going in and hopefully being able to fix the foundation, say like underneath your house. When you have a bad foundation for your internet business, you can't go back and fix it. You can't go back and replace it. You can't go back and make up that lost time. There's no true story to that than my own. When I started my first internet business, I didn't know anything about email marketing. I didn't know anything about building an email list. I knew nothing about it. And so I just made money, and it was great. I had an internet business where I was actually marketing credit cards online. I'll never forget it. I was doing $200,000-$300,000 every single month, and it was phenomenal. I thought I had just struck it big. I was going to make millions of dollars for the rest of my life. I was so thrilled. And then one day, things changed. Like I said in the last video, the internet changed, and that $200,000 or $300,000 a month that I was making vanished. It evaporated because I could no longer get traffic from Google. I could no longer get the customers to come to my site from Google like I could before. And almost overnight, literally, it was like my big mansion, my big massive, mansion, like say for instance, maybe that one right there, right? It was like my big mansion just vanished, and all of a sudden my income was gone. And fast forward a few years later, when I learned about email marketing, and I learned about, man, this is what I need to be doing, because if Google or Facebook or Yahoo or any of these people make a change, I can still press the button that says send, and I can still get traffic. I can still make money. Fast forward a few years later, when I figured that out, I went back and looked, and I had hired a company to build these websites for me when I first started. And these websites had newsletter subscriptions, but I didn't know how they worked. I didn't really know what they were. I had hundreds of thousands of email subscribers on my newsletters from those financial marketing companies that I was doing business for, and I never sent them a single email. Never sent them a single email. And of course I couldn't send them one years later, right? So of course that ended up deleting hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of revenue and business that I could have generated. And I learned a valuable lesson, and that is that making money is great, but making money and having long-term security is better. And it's super, 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 super important that you, when you start your business, don't do what I did. Don't get caught up in how can I make $250,000 this month. Get caught up in how can I build a firm foundation so that 7 years from now, I can still be making that $250,000, right? I firmly believe that email marketing is that foundation. I believe that email marketing is going to give you that firm foundation so that 7, 8 years from now, you still have the means to produce revenue. You still have the means to be successful. If you click the button that should show up right about now below this video, it's going to be a presentation that I've sent you before, and if you've seen it before, watch it again. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it now. It's going to show you how I built a massive email marketing business for myself. I'm also going to show you how you can get started for free. I'm going to show you how I'll start building your foundation to your successful company for you completely free. I'm going to give you 500 email subscribers on your list completely free, because email marketing is the foundation. It's the glue that's going to hold your business together even when things get rough. My business was crushing it even during the recession that we went through. Why? Email marketing. And you can do the same thing. You can have the same success. You can have the same strength in your foundation, but it takes taking action, right? It means that you've actually got to do what I'm telling you to do. It means that you've actually got to move forward, and you've got to start doing your email marketing. I can't do it for you. All I can do is give you all the tools, all the resources, and everything that you need to be successful, okay? So what I want you to do right now, I'm actually home, but some people had asked me to see the car earlier, so I'm gonna show you the car when I get out. What I want you to do right now is I want you to click the button that you see below, okay? There's a button that should pop up below this video. It's gonna take you to that presentation. You can get started right now with my brand new course. It's called Inbox Inner Circle. It's completely updated, and it's gonna show you how to build this foundation. It's gonna show you how to have success, but it's also gonna show you how to build the foundation for success, because that's really the key, right? Building the foundation. By the time you're finished watching this video, okay, in this presentation, if you are in my Inbox Inner Circle, you're going to have an amazing opportunity to start building this foundation for yourself, for your business, and for your family almost instantly, okay? So we're at my house. This is one of my other cars. Check this out. So this is my 2000, some people had asked me about my cars. This is my 2006 Dodge Viper, blue and white. My Ferrari, you'll notice there's a big open hole here. That's where my Ferrari usually is. It's actually in Atlanta at the shop. And this is my 2013 Viper. It's a little different. It's hard to tell, but you can see the hood is a little different. So I've got a 2013 and a 2006 Viper. They're both blue and white. They look, most people think they look the same, but I think they look different. I'm a car nut. But anyway, I digress. I've showed you my cars. A lot of people ask me about the cars. That's the Rolls that we normally do riding with Anthony in. But look, what I want you to do is click the link below, get Inbox Inner Circle, get started right now, build the foundation that you need for your success, build the foundation that's gonna help you have massive success, build the foundation that'll have you flying in one of those private airplanes that are flying over my house right now, and I'll help you do it, right? And I'll even give you your first 500 email subscribers for free. So click the link below, build your foundation. That's what today is all about. It's about building strength, building foundations, and not making the same mistakes I made. I'll see you tomorrow on another edition of Riding with Anthony.